right. Very interesting. But young Phil Bertino is Africa's first autistic cyclist. It's still the month of April, and we are creating more awareness about autism because worldwide it is the month set aside to create more awareness. Now, I'm particularly happy about this conversation because it's going to send, number one, a signal to you out there and to encourage you, especially parents who've got autistic children, that it's not the end of the world. You do not have to write them off. With the right type of care and attention, and with time, they can actually become the most amazing human beings that you could ever have. Just like young Phil Bertino here, who was born autistic, but he's doing amazing. To think that he's Africa's first autistic cyclist is even a big achievement that I cannot even contain right now. But good morning to you. That's the mother, Phil's mother, Angel Aqua Bertino. She's the CEO, founder of Counselor of Listino. Am I correct? Yes, okay. And it's a center for children with special needs. And she happens to be the mother of Phil. How are you? You're feeling good? I see he's super excited because he's on TV. And he just saw me, and then he started mentioning my name, Cookie, and all that. But it's amazing to see him. But first of all, I would just want to find out what it's been. When you gave birth to him and you realized that it was autistic, initially, without all these knowledge that you've been able to gather now, then how was it?
Thank you so much. I married a little early, but I gave birth late. So Phil walked at the age of 7 months. So 7 months, and then he started babbling, Mama, Dada, those kind of things. All of a sudden, around 1 year, 6 months to 1 year, 8 months, it ceased. Now Phil was very hyper. When you talk, he cannot respond. And then all what he was saying just vanished like that. And then it got to a time, he can't point something at the top. He can't point something. Even if it's just water he needs, he will just go for it. If he cannot see it, he'll be crying. You won't know what is actually wrong with him.
He couldn't communicate for you to understand him.
And then he was speaking his own language.
Wow.
As if it's Spanish or...
He was born here in Ghana.
Yes.
But he couldn't even speak any of the local languages. No English, nothing. But when he was born, what language were you speaking at home?
Actually, he's speaking Infante. Okay. And then the normal...
But he couldn't pick that up.
No. So when I gave birth to the other siblings, and then they were... Yes. Like they were regular. Right. So we got to a time I went to a supermarket with the same age of another girl, where the girl was pointing something at the top, Mommy, I want this, Daddy. So I stood there and looked at the girl. So I asked the mother, how old is your daughter? He said that the age he mentioned is the same age, even mine. As Phil. Phil was even some days earlier than
older.
The girl. So when I got, I said, no, there's something wrong. So when I came home, I told my husband that there's something wrong with Phil.
So what age was that?
That was 1 year, 8 months.
Almost 2 years?
Yes.
Okay.
So we took him to school, and then they called us that I see my son is in the different world.
Wow.
In fact, it was a blow to me that you tell me that my son is, if there's another, this thing, I just tell me, but the different world, meaning what? So I will just give it to you, then I'll take my child from there. Then I went to Kolebu. They said that maybe it's a delay of speech. Okay. So I met one professor, but now, if that I was almost getting to 80 years. He told me you should use one language to communicate with him in the house, maybe to help. Okay. So we tried that one as still. So around 4 years, Phil was very hyper. You can't control him anywhere. You can't go to church. When you go to church, you start where the altar is, where young Phil
That's where he will go to.
Wherever that they say that there ain't nobody will not go. That's where young Phil will be. So around 6 years, we went to National Assessment Center, and then I went to psychology and said that no, Phil is in the spectrum. Oh. Then in fact it wasn't easy that time. Prayers upon prayers, and this thing. Even the I was seriously in the United States. There's nothing that nobody would tell me that So after that, I think we went to church, and I feel pick one sobolo, and then somebody, one of the branches, and they beat him. It was a Mother's Day. That's what I said to myself, that no, I should accept my son today.
Oh.
After the crying, everything, so I started learning about the autism spectrum disorder.
Wow.
Then I got to know that it is a sensory processing disorder. It can be a biological too.
Right.
Then I started learning upon it. So I met people that have recovered their children, maybe some of them two, others one. So I said, what is it? They told me that my son's situation cannot get any percentage. That I said, yes, but I will help others.
Amen.
So through that and this is so 6 months therapy and then food, I feel the chronic sleeping problem is off. Now I can sleep.
So take it easy. I know you want to narrate a lot, but there are so many people with the same challenge. So if you say 6 months therapy, so you use food and what?
Food and the therapy, touch-based therapy.
Okay, so hold on. When you say food, what didn't he like, and what did he like, and how did you adjust it?
Normally, we have food that we normally eat in every house that contain gluten.
Okay, our normal banku rice,
which is not good for them.
All of them. It doesn't differ from one person in the spectrum to the other. Almost all of them do not do well.
98%.
Do not do well with the carbs.
Yes, almost 98%.
Okay, please go on.
Then we realized that it's the sensory processing disorder or sensory nervous system. So if that's meaning, we have something called gut. It's the long intestine from the throat to the anus. That's the longest one. Okay. That helps the sensory nervous system to get the information to the brain. Meaning, if because it's having issue, they haven't gut issue. That's why they have constipation and those things. So if I'll be able to keep that gut, meaning Phil will not chew the hand, Phil can sit still, the communication can, because they get the communication, but not on time. Because we can call him at times, maybe 1 week or 2 weeks before he can respond. Yes. It's not that they are not getting
to you after a week or two, after you've called
At times, even 6 months before they remember that, yes, you are there, then they'll be calling your name.
How then did you get him to start cycling?
We realized that I think anytime I would take him to school, it's one of the British schools that he used to go to school. Okay. So when I'm taking him to school with the siblings, you see anybody sitting on the bike,
then he gets excited.
Yes, you want to roll the grass down, then be touching the person. I said, meaning... Then I have studied that almost 98 to 99% are visual learners. Meaning what he is seeing, he can practice on it. So we bought one bicycle. So we started in the house. You'll be holding the wall, and then they'll be pushing you. You fall down. First, he was riding backwards because they learned backwards.
And that's him on the screen right now. From falling down, riding backwards, and all that. And you were able to just notice by his reaction when he saw other cyclists.
Yes. So the first thing he did from creating awareness is from Adenta to Booty Falls. And he donated something for the children. Wow. And then the next one he did from Sogakope to Ho.
Right.
And then recently, I think last year he did one from Adenta to Shy Hills. So when you go to Shy Hills right now, his picture in his documentary is there.
He's helping the communities, giving them books.
Because what he is doing is he couldn't be in a classroom. Okay. He's doing homeschooling. Right. But others also need help. Others are still in denial. So when they see him, he gives them hope. When they see him, they also say that they too can do it.
I am even encouraged this morning. That's him right there, riding on your screens. And even apart from that, I see he loves music as well. Yes. He's able to play the keyboard. Yes. How did you realize his love for the keyboard?
As I said, even the swimming. He used 4 years as well. Yes, he used 4 years before touching the water. So if you don't have time, you don't.
So it's a lot.
Yes, it's patience. And then energy to it, because you go, you pay every month, you go, feel not even he's afraid of the water. So 4 years before he started touching the water. That is the same thing. The musical, the elder brother started helping him small. Before we give Phil to somebody that, okay, you are the professional, you should help him. We have already helped Phil
at home
before you give Phil to somebody.
Phil, you're in the studio right now. You cannot write, but you can, of course, play the keyboard. Do you want to play something? What do you want to play for us? So when I speak to him now, he understands.
Yes. No, now, left to it, how he will communicate with you, like the way.
Exactly, but he can understand me. He can do what he says. Phil, play something. We still want to hear you. So we are getting his instructor to come and help because he's so used to the instructor, and every time he's playing, he would want him around him. So maybe, yeah, he's coming over to join Phil so that they can give us some piece of good music this morning. But Auntie Bertino, so you were telling me that initially you would go to the mall, he would get missing, you take him to events, he would get missing, but you've been able to overcome all of that. How did you do it?
I remember there was a day that he was vacation and Phil entered somebody's boot. And then the person was going out to
going home.
Yes, so he said that somebody's boot. And then the following day, Phil, the gate was there. He just opened the gate
and walked out.
You saw he liked pets, so he saw some dogs, and so he followed them. He couldn't trace this thing. So when we saw him at the Medina police station, I think he was hungry. I think the following day. So when he come here, when you are eating, you want to put the hand in. So we use the banku to hit this thing. So you could see that the hand was swelling and this thing.
And you were telling me earlier that sometimes he would cut himself.
Yes, you could see this thing.
Why did he used to do that?
I told you that they are visual, and when they see you using a blade or something, they also want to try. And then they don't feel pain. Phil wasn't feeling pain, anything like pain. No,
so he could just cut himself anytime.
And he's happy that he see blood.
He's really special. He's happy that he's seeing blood, even though he's cut himself and all that.
And now when he see blood cry,
he's running away from it.
Even go.
Okay, so let's go back to Phil. He's trying to play something with his instructor.
Right, play.
Young Phil Bertino over there with his instructor. Listen, you've done an amazing job. So you had your own job. You let it go to dedicate your time to learn about the spectrum, to be there for your son, and also now to open a center that's able to train other mothers or parents to be able to take the awards who have this challenge. Is it even a challenge? I don't think it's a challenge. It's a gift. It's a blessing. They are just made in a different way, in a special way. You've done amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much. I'm sure there are parents out there who would want to be part of your center. Is there a number they can call?
Yes. Okay. 024 13 99990.
Please say it again.
024 13 99 990.
Right.
What I would tell parents is they should accept their children.
Okay.
No matter what the situation is, the Creator gave us for something.
And I see he's very controllable right now. He's not as hyper as he used to be. You can actually control him. He can actually live with everybody peacefully. Fantastic. Angel Aqua Bertino. She's the CEO, founder of Counselor of Listino Center for Children with Special Needs. She gave out her number. You can get in touch with her if you're having a child or anybody at all around you who has the spectrum. She would be able to help. Young Phil, thank you for coming. He still wants to play something.
Yeah, he was playing Harry Belafonte.
Yeah,
But Mama, I admire your strength and tenacity. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
May God bless you.
You've done so well. Congratulations to you.
God bless you.
And please, Phil cook very well.
Yes, I'm told that he can also really and bake as well.
Bake.
I'll come
because
home. We'll do something
he
together.
So
Oh, there's a special bread he
a special
eats.
bread he eats. It's special water he drink. He doesn't drink. It's a bowl, a different bowl that he eats from it.
Okay.
He doesn't eat from everybody's bowl.
No.
That's his own special bowl. So that's him right there,
Yes,
cooking.
Cooking.
I see. I see. Good one. Let's do some birthday dedications before we go. Benis Mauli, it's your birthday. Komla Klute right here is sending you a lot of love and God's blessings on your birthday. Happy birthday from Chris Coney. I think you did this one.
Yes, I did that
Yes,
already.
you did that one. And did you do the one to Mama Ruth?
No.
Okay, so happy birthday to Mama Ruth from Aguna Swedru. Return to the Lord Ministry. They are wishing you well on your special day. And also from Mabna, she's also wishing you well. And I think Andani sent me something earlier. Yes, happy birthday to Samuel Akwesi Owusu-Boateng from Adepa, GH of Media General Producer for Bribi Jojo Onua TV. I'm happy you're part of my life. May the good Lord shower his blessings upon you. Much, much love to you. If it's your birthday out there.
Sorry, Daniel Adapo sends birthday wishes to Honorable Farouk Mahama. It's your birthday today. Daniel Adapo is the PR of Cheesy Pizza. Says Farouk Mahama, happy birthday to you. And also to his big brother, Dr. Daniel Adipo. Happy birthday to you. And to our very own Portia Gabo.
It's her birthday today?
Yeah, it's Portia Gabo's birthday today. Can you put up Portia's picture?
Phenomenal storyteller.
Yes, I send the picture to you. Can you put up
phenomenal
Portia's
storyteller, Portia Gabo.
Yeah,
Is it Gabo or Gabo?
Gabo.
I'm loving our colors today.
Solomon, yeah.
I'm loving our colors. We're blending, yeah. And thank you to Pamoni Clothing. Okay, let's finish.
So Portia, happy
back.
birthday to you, Portia. Live long. We call her Porsche in the newsroom. Yeah.
And when it comes to charity, she's number one.
Porsche.
Her stories will touch you.
Yeah, Porsche, you have some pork on me. She likes pork with bones.
She likes pork?
Yeah, the bones.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She has a beautiful picture that we sent to you.
Oh, yeah?
We can quickly do it. So, Phil, play something for us.
F.
You want key F? Okay. Oh, you want F major? Oh, wow.